If you love Paul Harvey stories and the rest of the story, subscribe now. Now the rest of the story was a non-combat reconnaissance mission, only the four of them, a major, a radio operator, the fellow driving the Jeep, and Sergeant Clarence Cherry. Their unit, the 9th Air Force Engineer Command Regiment, neither feared nor suspected anything. The men in the Jeep were simply scouting prospective locations for airfields near Versailles. Local villagers ran up to Clarence's Jeep. Despite panic and translation frustration, they made it known that there were German soldiers hiding in the woods nearby, dozens of them. Clarence and the others hastily improvised a plan. They would leave the Jeep and split up, Clarence taking a path to the left, the rest moving off to the right. The latter three would be noisy, talking, joking, distracting the enemy's attention while Clarence crept up behind them. It was a terrific plan, even though Clarence was deep in the forest along a lonely path before realizing he was completely unarmed. Almost as quickly as he discovered the disadvantage, his eyes fell on something shiny in the summer sunlight. It was a French rifle lying there in the woods. Maybe it would shoot, and maybe not. It was too late now to find out. The Germans came into view, and their attention was drawn, as predicted, to Clarence's raucous comrades in the other direction. There were 56 of these enemy soldiers, seemed like 1,000. Clarence was uncomfortably close to them when a voice, cracking from tension, yelled, "Hock Chong!" The soldiers turned, staring straight down the muzzle of that orphaned French rifle. They could have shot the lone American, one supposes. Their sheer numbers might have overwhelmed him with fists, and there was no guarantee the old rifle Clarence had found would even fire. But the war was waning. The Germans were less motivated. They surrendered. All 56 of them surrendered, and Sergeant Clarence Cherry and his buddies were responsible. But the toughest part was yet to come, for because the whereabouts of the 9th Air Force Engineer Command Regiment had to be kept secret, Clarence could not write home and tell his father, Clarence Sr., about the exciting capture. "Wait till Dad hears," Clarence kept telling his fellow Air Force engineers. But Clarence heard from Dad first. Only weeks later, Dad, a street department night foreman in Phoenix, Arizona, had been doing his job before dawn one morning when he spotted a suspicious-looking man and followed him, then alerted the police. The stranger was promptly arrested and disarmed and identified, and what do you know? It was Jürgen Wattenberg, a German U-boat captain who had escaped from a Phoenix, Arizona POW camp. His apprehension led to the recapture of 24 other escaped POWs from that same government installation.